Hi, I'm Kansas Secretary of State Scott Schwab, and I want to just kind of share our thoughts to H.R. 1 or the For the People Act. We're first very much opposed to this bill. Our biggest concern is some of the bipartisan efforts we worked in the Kansas legislature that the U.S. Congress, in a bipartisan way, is trying to undermine our bipartisanship. On the voter ID law, both Laura Kelly, who's the current governor of Kansas, and myself voted for the current law we have. But this law would undo that. What would happen is you would just be able to go into a polling place and sign an affidavit claiming you're somebody you're not and walk away. This has the largest impact in local elections for school boards, city councils, water boards, and it impacts minority communities in urban districts the most. Another concern we have about this is it mandates 15 days of early in-person voting. We love early in-person voting, but many of our rural counties cannot afford to staff a polling place and pay for rent for early in-person voting for 15 days prior to an election, especially in a primary where sometimes you have less than 2,000 voters turning out. But the chair of the House Elections Committee in the U.S. Congress thinks that the LA version of the law should be applied to counties like Cherokee County or Chase. It's unfair, it's not right, it's not local control, and it's not good for Kansas. Another concern we have with this is the unfunded mandate. While the county has to pay for those, Congress will give our office money once. Not twice, not ongoing. The various rural counties will have to pay for the mandates forced upon them by the U.S. Congress, and we will not be able to help them in any way. Another concern we have is online voter registration mandate, which we already have in the state of Kansas, but our office is not in control of it. It's under the Department of Revenue through the Driver's License Bureau with the Office of the Governor. If they fail to provide the adequate measures that the U.S. Congress is requiring, our office would get sued. Well, we can't fix it, we can't change it, we can't alter it. Our office gets sued, and that's taking money from what we need to apply to make sure voters' experience goes well and make sure that the voter integrity as it relates to the state of Kansas is maintained. As it relates to the 2020 election, we've heard multiple parties say it was one of the most secure elections in the U.S. history. So then why is the Democrat Party trying to change it on the federal level? I'm asking you to call your U.S. senators to confirm that they're voting no. Let's have this conversation in the open marketplace of ideas about our concerns as they relate specifically to Kansas, and let our right overcome the might of partisanship in D.C.